Hi guys, and welcome to today's edition. Welcome once again, and in today's edition I'm going to talk about how to start writing your own blog in 8 simple steps. Exactly. So this 8 simple steps is going to help you to get off your feet and just not write anything at all, but to write things that you're passionate and you love to write about. Well, don't go anywhere, just stay tuned. So welcome back. So the first thing on our tip line is question yourself. You need to question yourself. You need to ask yourself, why do you want to write? Why do you think it is necessary for you to write? Are you someone who loves to write? Are you writing because you want to make money out of it? Well, you need to establish your why. You need to establish your whys, which are very necessary because you need to know why you want to write. And in the end, you get to realize that what you want to write are for several reasons. Well, you must understand, in the blogging industry, these things are normally done for free. So you don't need to bother yourself about payment and anything like that. So you need to figure out yourself why you need to write and why you want to write. That is very, very important. Are you writing for a big company? Are you writing for yourself? Are you writing to improve reader engagement on social media platforms? Well, it's up to you. Whatever that you want to do, these are 8 simple steps that you need to write. How to write a blog in 2019. So secondly, you need to think of a suitable name and a suitable concept. Well, what does this mean? It means that you need to understand why you need to have a suitable concept. Well, it is very understandable if you Google how to start bakery and you come to my blog and you see that my blog is talking about bakery, but at the same time talking about travel and tour, and I have a title of my blog called Joe John's Bakery. It makes sense, right? Everything I talk about is bakery. But in the same vein, if you realize that I'm talking about Joe John's Bakery, but I'm talking about sports, including bakery and maybe travel and tour and anything like that, you realize that things like that don't really match up. You're like, dude, what are you writing? I don't understand what you're doing here. And probably you might move on to the next blog. You understand? And it is better if you want to write about anything at all. You could think about Joe John's World. World is quite big. So you can talk about travel into politics, sports, social media engagements, whatever you want to talk about on your blog. It's up to you because your title is Joe John's World. So you realize that you have a good concept and you have a good name for it. So it's very necessary you have a good concept and you have a good name for your blog. So once that you've established your whys and you know what you want to do, then now you need to jump into finding out what you want to talk about. You just don't stand up and write about anything you feel like writing. You must make some extensive little research. You must as well have some experience in it before you start writing things out there. So thirdly, you need to talk about, you need to choose your platform. Choosing your platform is really necessary. Well, we have several blogging platforms out there. We have the few ones I have used personally and I've gotten to appreciate over the past 4 years is Blogger and WordPress. I'm saying Blogger because back 4 years ago, I found WordPress to be a bit complicated and not user-friendly, though now things have changed and it has become so user-friendly with time. They've done more updates and straightening things up. But when you go into Blogger, you realize that all you need to do is to just publish, put in your title, publish, put in your pictures, then poof, you can publish and you're in the airspace. You're directing traffic and whatever that you're doing. It is very necessary. Find a platform. And normally I get this question, Roland, is it necessary for you to have a website before you can start blogging? No, it's not really necessary. Well, unless you understand the in-depth knowledge of the https:// or you also understand what it means for you to get into the HTMLs, these terminologies. Well, fine. If you're cool with it, you can go ahead and have a website, blog, and direct traffic to your website. But if you don't, we have free platforms out there. I'm sure we have other platforms out there too that you need to figure out by just searching and surfing on the internet space. But the few ones that I know is what I've just shared with you, with WordPress and Blogger, which I have used personally, and I think I still use Blogger from time to time. Though I have my website running on WordPress, I still run my side blogging at the same time. Okay, so fourth on the bill is finding a suitable blog design. What is a blog design? A blog design is the architectural work you see on someone's platform. Well, some platforms or websites or blog posts can be really as raw and boring as ever. You go there and you see nothing. All you see is just black writings, black typings in the blog, and you need to read to understand. But if you have some pictures in there, which is going to drive user engagement, it's quite interesting, because if you have pictures, your readers can relate to whatever you're saying, and they would go like, okay, whatever that you've said in this phase is just, you can use a picture to describe whatever that you've said. And even the design around it also is also cool. So if I come to your website and you're talking about sports, but I realize that your design or your background images look like bakery or food or anything out of the ordinary, I'm gonna ask myself, why am I here? Because your blog design is quite different. But it is really for you to find blog designs out there. You just need to Google it. We have free ones out there. You have free templates you have that you can download and use on your website or your blog post. We have also ones that you can buy, but I would prefer you use the free ones if you're a beginner, that I was 4 years ago. Then the free ones will be fine. Listen, no mistake, okay? Don't be mistaken. We have tons of people having a lot of free WordPress free templates using on their blog designs, and look, nothing is wrong with that. The important thing is the content. So have a good content, have a good design back in it, blog post design back in it, and trust me, if I come to your website and I feel like it's friendly, it's warm, and it's welcoming, I'll definitely come back again. So 6, equip yourself with basic gadgets. So what you see videoing me right now is just a simple camera on a simple tripod stand. Well, what I'm trying to say is not necessarily as a blogger you should have a camera, but it is very important that you have basic gadgets like a device that can help you type, a device that has internet connection, and a device that can help you gain more knowledge in reading wide. So right now we have a lot of smartphones out there that can serve as tablets, and also even desktop devices as well. So you can just get a good simple phone with a good picture quality that you can just start blogging. So the important thing is you must have a device that can take good HD photography, and you must also have a device that can help you blog and can have access to internet connection. So these are the basic things. But if you want an addition, maybe you can have a tripod stand, where if you want to take a good quality picture on a good stand or at a good location and you feel like your hands are shaking, maybe the tripod stand could serve as an important tool. But maybe for beginners, not now, you can just make do of your hands. Just take good quality pictures and good quality selfies, good quality environmental pictures out there, and trust me, your blog is going to look beautiful, even much better than mine. Okay, so on the 6th point, you need to start publishing your blog. What do I mean by publishing your blog? Now you've established the whys, you've got a good concept and a good title, you have got a good template design out there, you've got your basic gadgets, you are good to go. The important thing is that you must have to start publishing your blog. Okay, so in order to start publishing your blog, you shouldn't forget some important things. Well, it's not necessary for you to have an about page, but I'll recommend you have an about page, because if I come to your website or your blog post, I want to read a little bit about the publisher or the author behind any post, and I just want to relate myself with the person. And currently that is not done. Just a few people do it, and I find it very interesting that I get to understand who this person is, personality is, the person's life, the person's maybe social media platforms, where I can easily go out there and also connect with the person and feed out of all his information that he has on a particular subject matter. So the important thing is that you need to start publishing your blog. So right now you are get to go, you are about to take off. All right, on the 7th stage, you need to get social. Dude, come on. Your blog post is not going to advertise itself. You need to push it out there for people to know that this thing exists. You understand? So you need to get social. At this point, you are in the lift off mode. Like, you are out there. You are in the lift off mode. You are in the airspace. But how do you make people recognize that you are in the airspace, so that you can tap out of the information that you have, so that you can gain recognition for your site and drive traffic to your site. So the important thing is you must drive traffic to your site, which is getting social. So I personally prefer Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, but I personally prefer these two, Facebook and Instagram. Instagram promotes the pictures that I use on my blog post, and I sometimes customize it and put some little text in it to drive more engagement. At the same time, the text also helped me to put a little content of it on Facebook with some images. And the important thing is not everyone should read the whole content on Facebook. You just need to put the link of your blog post on Facebook, so when people read just an excerpt of it, it's just like releasing a movie trailer. If you like the movie trailer, definitely you might be tempted to purchase the movie itself, right? Exactly. So you just do a little teaser of it on Facebook with the link to your blog post out there, and if the person likes what he or she is reading, obviously they might as well hit the link button and to drive them straight to your website or your blog post, and they're going to read the whole full content. And then you can understand where your readers are coming from. You can drive Google Analytics on it and see where your readers are coming from. What are they reading? Which pages they are mostly interested in? What do they really look for on your website? Then you can also look for SEOs, which words are attractive to them. This is a whole lot of there's a whole lot of information out there, but with time I'll be releasing bonus clips to help you understand how these things are done. So I don't only produce podcast episodes, but from time to time I also answer questions from my viewers and listeners if they really find this space interest. Okay, finally, you've gotten through all these 8 steps. So finally, what you need to do is to have fun with it. It's simple as that. You basically have to have fun with it. All you need to do is to make sure that you have fun with it. Blogging is quite difficult and hard for people to just blog for free, but trust me, the result of it is enormous. If you should blog so good and you should find someone out there to bless your work for you, obviously the person is going to be your sponsor, and you're going to write for the person or for the organization or for the NGO, whoever that they represent. And trust me, you are in a position to bill them what you want them to pay you according to your own terms. So it is important you know these 7 steps, including the last step, which is have fun with it. It's very necessary for you to have fun with it, but you should understand that it comes with dedication and passion. You don't just stop along the way and realize that this is not for me, I think I should stop. No, you need to establish your whys. That's why from the beginning I told you to establish your whys. Get to know it into details, that I love to write. How do I take it up a notch? How do I go a bit further in making sure that people read whatever that I read? Maybe you have 500 followers on Instagram. Maybe you have 2,000, 5,000, but you want to start doing something to engage them. This is one important thing. You can start blogging, put the pictures of your blog out there, and drive traffic to your blog site so that you can start getting recognitions for yourself. There's money in this, but it doesn't come easy, as I said from the day one. So obviously now you've gotten all these things done. Sorry about that. Now you've gotten all these things done, you need to be also mindful about your grammar. You should be you should speak as simple language as you speak. You should type the same way as you speak, but you should be mindful of your grammatical sentences and errors so that you don't repeat yourself over and over again when you are texting out there, or you are typing, or you are trying to drive traffic to your site. You don't keep repeating the same words. It sounds like a cliche and make people a bit boring when they read your content. So try to be innovative about it, have fun with it, read wide, be dedicated, and never take personal comments as an attack. And honestly, don't take personal comments as an attack. See it as a way of improving yourself. People might lambast you, people might say things to overshadow you. Am I supposed to say this? Let me say this. If they are brave enough, they wouldn't be behind the camera or behind their phones and criticizing you for the good work you're doing. So don't worry about it. Stay blessed. These are the 8 steps on how to start writing your own blog. If you want the full content of whatever that I've shared right now, please go to MYSKT my as MY, SKT as simple as SKT, add podcast to it, and .com. It is my website. Go and read whatever blog that I post out there. I also post all my YouTube content out there. There's a new YouTube coming out about talking about resistance, how to overcome your resistance level. You should find it out. You should listen to it and improve yourself as well. So I'm ROLAND TETTEH signing off. Don't forget, I love you so much. Okay, so I think I forgot to say this. So this is the call to action button. This is the time you need to touch on the subscribe button. This is the time for you to touch on the bell notification sign beside it, so that the moment I post a new content, you will be the first to see and update yourself with it. Well, this is the call to action button. Click on the like button and let's get going. I want all of you guys to help me get like 500 subscribers. 500 likes. Is that unachievable? I don't think so. It's possible. So help me get 500 subscribers out there. Help me drive traffic to this YouTube network. And don't forget to subscribe. I love you so much. This is ROLAND again, signing off.